This week we're going to create a mouse shape portrait. So first we're going to write our name and your class code, which would be either KA, KB, KC, or KD, or KE. And my name is Miss Romeo, and you write on the top, you flip it over. Your paper is going to be vertical. You're going to draw a nice medium-shaped circle in the middle of the paper. I'm just using a lid to draw a perfect circle. You do not have to use the lid to draw, but if you want to have a perfect circle, you can use any type of lid or cap. Now, I'm going to draw my head for the mouse. And I'm using a ruler. Now, you don't have to use a ruler, but I'm going to use a ruler to make the triangle look even. So we're just drawing some basic geometric shapes, which are a circle and a triangle. Now we have in the inside. The inside will be erased. So here's the inside erased. Now I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to draw the ears. And the ears are going to be on the top of the triangle, which are going to be two circles. One and two. So most of you have glue sticks at home. You can use the glue stick for your guide to make perfect circles. So we have one and two. Now we're going to draw the eyes of the mouse. So our circles, we're going to draw one, actually let's use, we're going to make this smaller. So you want to make your circle smaller than the ears, and then you're going to erase whatever's inside of the circle, so we don't see anything in the circle. And now whatever you do on one side, you do it on the next side. So here is my second circle. And see, I'm drawing light. Make sure that everything that you draw is light, so when you do erase everything, it just disappears. Okay. Now we're going to draw the inside of the circles with another circle. And I'm taking my time. Okay. So this is the mouse's eyes. And now we're going to draw the mouse's hands. Now I'm just going to use my ruler. You don't have to use a ruler. See, I'm just drawing two diagonal lines going up. And whatever you do on one side, you're going to do on the next side. It's the same thing. So here's the two hands. Now we're going to draw some fingers. And for the fingers, I'm going to draw small little boxes. So you want to make sure that the hand is closed. One, two, and we're going to bring this down. So you want the fingers to be together. So I just drew one small rectangle on the side, one going straight, and the other one. So that's 3. And see, I didn't need my ruler for this. If you have a ruler, you can use a ruler for your mouse. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Great. Now we're going to draw some feet. The feet is going to look like L shapes. So the letter L, so we have 2 L's. One on the right, and the left side of the feet is going to be a backwards L. And then you're going to make another line to close in the L's. And this is how you draw your mouse portrait. Now I'm going to outline using black marker. If you have a black crayon, color pencil, or marker, you can use that to outline your mouse portrait. And then we're going to be coloring together. So I just finished outlining all of the shapes, and I'm going to draw a tail, and I'm going to show you how to outline. Now this is just a marker, and I said before that you can use crayons or color pencils to outline if you do have black. If you don't have black, that is okay. You could just start coloring. So I'm drawing a curved line for my tail. And I'm drawing another curved line. So it looks like a happy face. And now I'm going to outline. Outline means trace. So you're tracing the shapes in art. Now I'm going to take my color crayons, and I'm only using primary and secondary colors to create my mouse shape portrait. I'm going to color the ears first, and I'm taking my crayon and I'm just outlining the shape first, going around, and now I'm just coloring in the inside of the shape. And see, I'm just taking my crayon and coloring in really dark and making sure that there's no white spots, and you're coloring inside of the lines. Okay, so orange is complete. Now we're doing the other side of the ear, which I'm going to outline first. Outlining in the shape, not outside of the shape. And then we're just coloring inside the middle. And by doing this, that means it will help you not color outside of the lines. Okay. So once you have that done, I'm just going to outline the face blue. And you want to do this for every single shape for your portrait. And I'm just coloring this shape so you can see. Now I'm going to finish the face in a second, so the eyes. I'm going to show you how to color one leg and one arm. Okay, and see how I'm just taking my crayon and I'm going little by little inside. You want to make sure that the whole thing is colored. So blue is a primary color. And you're going to repeat after me. Blue is a primary color. Yellow, orange is a secondary color. And red, which we're using for the legs, is a primary color. And whatever you do on one side, you're going to do on the other side, so this one will be red as well. Okay, and then now we're going to do the hand. And the hand's going to be green. So if one hand is green, the other hand will be green. Green is a secondary color. So you repeat after me. Green is a secondary color. And the tail is going to be yellow. And the eyes are going to be yellow. The outside of the eyes are going to be yellow. And yellow is a primary color. Yellow is a primary color. And by repeating after me on the primary and secondary colors, you will learn how to color mix, and we're learning how to create shapes into a portrait. And we're going to take green, the inside of the eyes, which are the irises. The inside of the eyes are called irises. And now the rest of the shape, which is the circle, is going to be purple. Now I'm going to outline the purple. And purple is a secondary color. Purple is a secondary color. So I'm going as close to the shape as possible. You can see we're making sure that the area is closed. Okay, now I'm going to color this whole shape off camera, and then when we come back, I will show you that the inside is going to be all colored with purple, with no white spots. Here is the mouse shape portrait outlined and with the purple crayon coloring. See how I used the crayon and there's no white spots present. Now I'm going to be using markers just to show my friends who do have markers. We're going to do the background now, and I'm going to show you how to do the background. We're going to use different types of shapes for the background. So I'm going to start off with yellow. And I'm just going to, and if you have crayons or color pencils, you can do this too. And I'm just making circles, or if you want to call them dots, dots with just yellow. And we're still using primary and secondary colors. So yellow is a primary color. Yellow is a primary color. And if you're watching this video, you could say it out loud as you're working on your background. So we have yellow, green, and green, I want to do some squares, some rectangles. And for the squares, I'm not going to do a lot because I want to add other shapes for my background. See, I'm just coloring in the lines inside of each square. Okay. I think I'm going to do one more. Okay. And now I'm going to move on to my next color, which is going to be blue, which is a primary color. And this is going to be a triangle. And I'm only making a few. So a few, 4 or 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just good enough. For the dots, you can add more. Okay. Now I'm just going to add red. And for red, I'm gonna do some rectangles. And for rectangles, I'm gonna do 4. So this is 2, 3, 'Once I'm done with my rectangles, I'm going to go back to doing dots. So for your dots, you can add 5 to 6. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. And purple is a secondary color. And we have one more here, which is our orange. In orange, I'm gonna also make some dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here is the mouse shape portrait.